to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It's Week 14 of the National Football League, and we'll be watching the Browns' versatile running back. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Browns and the Jaguars, and it's all up next.
The Browns offense winners of 4 in a row now as they get going. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Hands it off out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before it takes it across the 40-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. You look at this Jaguar defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you talk about the top of this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I grew up with 3rd all the way prior to this, but I'm so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. This matchup, they match up very well against each other.
Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Brandon, after that, when we went over 200 yards, looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings us up to the 47. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. 47 now on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting, looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. Cleveland offense making their way out. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back complete. And he's going to get get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they talk... And now the Browns coming out on the field. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as the tackle made here at the 36. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. On 1st down. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So we've reached the intermission, and what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. And it's the Colts on top as that one approaches halftime. It's the rookie, Anthony Richardson, with 2 touchdown passes. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Jonathan Mingo, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. The Ravens seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this 3rd quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 89 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot.
That game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you...
Heading out, it's a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Watson, he's going to move him around. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has a real priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try and run for him. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And out across midfield, down to the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Hands it off out of the gun. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 185 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Gets it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Browns are forward. So now it's Watson and the Browns. Down 13. Now Watson shoves him away. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Here's Watson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. As Jags defense so strong all afternoon long. Well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
And past the 40. The 40's out of bounds.
Another carry for the leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to produce both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort in that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And gets it inside the 35, just shy of the 30. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. He'll take this inside the 20 and down the 18-yard line. First down, they'll go to the ground attack. That's a nice move. And he will be brought down at the 6-yard line.
Go. Come on.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
Ah!
Take it down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Almost had it. Almost had it.
They were knocking on the door in a one-possession game, but ultimately the defense held tough to get the victory.
And doesn't feel like
Dang it. Almost had it. That close.
Moments when they could have had a big play to change the outcome of this game. And let's face it, none bigger than that final snap that just fell short.
So for Jacksonville, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.
The Bears coming up. Almost had that.
Thanks you for watching this present. Thanks you for watching this. Thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League. For NFL news and highlights, go to NFL.com.
Almost had that game. Blew it. Almost had. If I hit the square button to die, the game would have been over. Oh, now I'm a rising star. Got divisional.
Come together and get it together, guys. Come on.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Hey, come in Monday, ready to do some work. Shake it off. All we can do now.
welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll be watching the Browns' versatile running back. He's riding high after last week, over 250 yards on the ground. It's the Browns and the Bears, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
We are just off the... The Browns offense ready to roll. They come in... They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Well, this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win. But definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. The Browns at 9-4 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful. expect him to do just that.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's a handoff out of the gun. There he goes offside. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. You look at this Bears defense, and they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator. As I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
To throw is Watson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The sack there by Rasheem Green.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I...
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action.
Races down right side. Inside the 20. And touchdown. 75 yards. So they will strike quickly here as they are in for 6. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
To their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third and 9 here. Watson now to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go until halftime. Third down and 1. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure of now as the clock will continue to run. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. To the 43, second down. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half. On second down, they'll run it here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Colts who have the lead in the second quarter. The Colts trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Bryce Young, very solid in the win, as his guys figure to be a team to be reckoned with. They now move to 11-3. Lastly, let's head to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati to see what's happening with the Bengals. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Joe Burrow, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 169 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Right back to him on first down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. You and I have talked about it before, but what about the year this guy's had? You come in as a rookie and in the discussion as MVP.
And people have always told me, running back, one of the easiest positions to break in, but not today.
And now the rookie's free. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And touchdown. First and 10, Watson. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Something's been having a good game so far. And you know something? A lot has been power running. He decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
From the lineman, Lord creating space for the guy that's carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what'll be a 3rd and 4. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time to make sure you get in shape.
First time that looked his way in this game, he comes through picking up the first.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll keep leaning on the run game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down. It looks like right at the 40. That's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. And we're back now here in Cleveland. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 246 yards rushing for now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down.
And the Browns getting set to go. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being thrown out. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Running game working. They'll stick with him on first down. Taken down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no comeback angle. You know they're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, here. And he is swallowed right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. That's going to bring up the 3rd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
To throw, Watson. Quick throw is going to Mary Cooper. And a well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of 40.
Look at the little bit of yardage there right now. In this situation, should be in no hurry to run the play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 40-yard line.
Same time.
It's first and 10. And now they're going to
You might take a third one.
a huge play.
You might get the throw over here. The game will be over. And we got the field goal to get the game winner.
Fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the Browns, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Got the win. Good.
CBS Sports thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League.
Ooh.
We rolling now, boys. Yo, Rook, keep playing like this, and you'll cash in for sure. Hey, we eating somewhere tonight? Let's do it. Rook is paying.
It's Week 16 of the NFL, and we'll get to see Derek Stingley. He enters this week approaching 50 tackles for the year. It's the Browns and the Texans, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 24.
Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it.
The Browns offense set up with a short field here as they get things going. And all eyes on this man, their star running back. On the carry, good pickup on first down. And after his performance last week, everybody saw an unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Touchdown run. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, Charles, clearly they wanted to send a message there and impose their... Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it out in order to try and get the upset win.
On second down, here's Watson. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to throw, Watson. Now they go straight, it's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd because this is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job.
The Browns set to take over. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to have the Browns 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
How about that run? Picks up a 1st down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his foot and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland 1st. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. For a lot of people, the MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting at him, over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you're going to try to defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He's going to be taken down back on the 35-yard line. Denzel Perryman in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to... Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already... Watson. This short pass into the hands of the Joker. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on at 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Hands it off out of the gun. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Right back to him on first down. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Almost to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the offense moving quickly to the line. From the gun, he'll try to run it. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports halftime report. So let's get to it. We'll begin up in the Still City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, where it was the visiting Bengals who were able to come away with the road victory. Joe Mixon, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And you can see, currently, they trail in that ball game. Terry McLaurin, up near 100 yards receiving with a touchdown as well. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Drake London, a touchdown reception.
Offense set to go to work to begin its third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Back to throw. Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off. Wide open
receiver complete. And the Browns are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. It moves right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Second and goal from the 1. He'll try again. And this time he'll score. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time in the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see it back. Just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there's going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making a sideline grin as well. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep leading on a running game. Back to the ground. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Oh, my God.
Now some space to operate. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Really?
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for the offense.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. Back now in Houston. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 39.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive is eating up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. So first and goal, 6 points here will go a long way toward wrapping this one up. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there at first.
He is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Browns extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. So an important touchdown right there is now. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out of this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down on 48. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Cleveland offense making their way out. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he will have the Browns first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another.
Thursday Night Football welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, we've got Aaron Rodgers. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season.
The Browns offense set to get going. Winners of 2 straight coming in. And a football of the offense. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 55 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten the yard down to the 16. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Here's 3rd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Given 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
They'll try to run this one in. He pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, no, that's a good point.
Yeah, they won't.
And he's in. Touchdown. Taking it in for a yard now. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. So that run play
To the block a little bit more effectively, then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Well, a good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Working the middle of the field, he's got it incomplete. The Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. A great play there. The 2nd touchdown. That's all. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And down he goes, but he takes it out to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there. The drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Watson on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give him credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And that timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
On first down, Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw. Watson. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn them yet another first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense has other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Again, it's Watson.
end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now Watson going to change the look here. From the gun on third, Watson. And that's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups.
Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 97 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
We always look for guys with fresh legs down the stretch of a long NFL season. Well, in Week 16, he was the AFC Player of the Week, and looks like he's going to be strong for Week 17 as well.
Now Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it second down. Here's Watson. And he'll get this one to Cooper. Complete. Touchdown. His 6th touchdown of the season. The Browns will extend their lead. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. Now a first down throw, Watson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And they get him down the line before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before the break. Watson looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Some good games to look forward to in the early window, especially the one in Baltimore. A big one coming up for the Ravens as they'll square off against the Miami Dolphins.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Here's Watson. He's got his receiver Cooper. Still going. Amari Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper. His second touchdown of the game, number 7 on it. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 114 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a top. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. To the 43, second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that kick.
And we'll get it down to the 47 here. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's first and 10. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. Touchdown, Browns! Great effort there. 32 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading out of the field again. Now it's Watson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's Watson now on second down. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Throwing on third down, Watson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Watson changing to play. They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The Browns on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 and 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. And he'll find Aiken. And it's a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they take the
Good head
football
up.
at the 36-yard line.
That would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense.
football going back over down to the Cleveland Browns. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Ooh, the juke. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. Room here to run. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
In the backfield, he'll get the carry. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a 1st down. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of...
And the Browns getting set to go. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Cleveland,
They improve their mark to 12-4 with 1 game to go.
and they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets,
They fall back to 500, 8-8 on the year.
and they will look to turn it around next time out.
Prime Video, thanks for watching this. For watching this special presentation of the National Football League.